over them plays, and what's going on in the world of sports as well too. And up first, it's going to be none other than what happened last night on Monday Night Football. Eagles win Super Bowl matchup in an epic Monday Night Football game. First Chiefs at Arrowhead, winning 21-17. The Chiefs jumped out to a 17-7 lead and wound up losing the game 21-17. This team, for the third straight week, was unable to score a point in the second half, and they've had games where they scored 9, 21, and 17 over the last few weeks. And you know what? People are starting to kind of question these things a little bit, but you still have to remember the Chiefs are one of the best teams in the NFL. They're one of the best teams in the NFC, and they're just going through a bit of a phase, even though they are coming fresh off of a bye week and everything like that. But we do have a little bit of an issue in the wide receiver department. And you know what? There were some key drops last night in that game. But I'm also going to say that there was a key interception that was thrown in that game as well by Patrick Mahomes in the end zone, which is very unfamiliar of him as well too. And these little things could have helped out with the win for the Chiefs, but it doesn't matter. The Chiefs lost the game, okay? Let's just keep it real. They didn't do enough to win the game. And you know what? They made mistakes when they shouldn't have made mistakes. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. A lot of people are going to always sit here and defend Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and all that stuff. But really, none of these teams are perfect. And just yesterday, they went against a team that really felt like they knew exactly how to beat them. And you know what? It was unfinished business from the Super Bowl, okay? The Philadelphia Eagles were not able to finish that drive the way that they wanted to. They weren't able to get it home. But you know what? Last night they did. They shut them out 14-0 in the second half. They had a absolute epic throw to put them ahead in that game as well too. Hurts to Smith. Devonta Smith wound up having 99 yards last night on 6 catches because you know what? Jalen just said, I'm going to throw the ball to the guy who's open, to the guy that has the one-on-one coverage. I'm not going to sit up in here and force things to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown can be mad all he wants to on the sideline, but Jalen Hurts pretty much showed last night that it's his rodeo, and you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. But you know what? I know that's just competition. That was nothing to, really, get excited about if you're a fan. That's just guys on the sideline talking. And just because he's yelling doesn't mean that he's mad at Jalen Hurts. It's just he's talking pretty loud. That's all it is. And I'm just going to say this. No race puns intended, but black folks, we know how it is, man. Sometimes when we get a little high on the volume, it's because we're trying to explain ourselves, but make sure that the motherfucker's listening, okay? That's pretty much what it is, okay? That's why it's like that. But you see people on the internet, oh, he hates Jalen Hurts. Why would he hate somebody that he's 9-1 with, he's been to a Super Bowl with? It's absolutely stupid that you would even say something like that. But you know how it is. Nobody can rest without controversy. It is what it is. But last night, the Eagles showed the NFL world that they're a team that can prevail in any type of circumstance. They took on who supposedly is the best team in the NFL. They went down 10 points. They didn't even blink. They came in out in the second half, and they ultimately dominated one of the best teams in football and one of the best teams of this decade as well, too. And they just pretty much went ahead and won the game. That's exactly what they did, and they proved that they are the best team in the NFL at this point. It's not the best team in the NFC, the best team in the NFL. They are that good, and they've literally have pretty much put themselves ahead of the rest of the pack in the conference to where it's like no doubt that the Eagles are the superior team in the NFC. But the road does get a little tougher as we keep moving forward here. And you know what? There's going to be a lot of games here for the Eagles that are going to really test their wills even more. But this team has proven that, you know what, we might not even played our best game yet, and we're still 9-1 this season. That's how good this thing is in Philly right now. And I know Philly fans are very, very excited about that as well, too. So we move forward. Good game by the Eagles last night. Great game in general. It was one of probably the best Monday Night Football game that we've had all season. But last week was a damn good game as well, too. So you know what? The games are just getting better because the matchups are getting that much more intense. So with that, we move forward. Let's go ahead and jump into our next, which is going to be the